Hello, I'm academic coach Colleen Mutlu, and welcome to my video series on getting organized with Google Drive. Today we will be covering
color coding documents,
moving documents between folders or into folders, nesting folders, and document sharing. So let's begin. All right, so I'm going to start you out in my Gmail inbox, just in case you haven't seen my first video on creating folders, because I find this to be the easiest way to navigate to Google Drive. So from your inbox, click on the 9-dot array in the upper right-hand corner, and you will find Drive. And when you're in your Drive, you can see I have color-coded a lot of my folders. I find it a nice way to organize or to draw my eye to particular folders that I'm looking for. When I'm working with students, I recommend that they color code their folders like they have, like their classes are color-coded in Canvas. So it's very easy to color code folders. All you have to do is go to the 3 dots on the side of the folders. And as you can see here, the folder we'll be working in today is, I've renamed Google Apps. And if you click on the 3 dots and go down to color change, I can change the color of that folder. I'll change it to a different shade of blue. And there we have it. Now, after color coding folders, let's talk about moving documents into folders. In my other video on creating files, we created this folder called Collaboration. Just for staying with consistency's sake, I will use that folder. And I have created some documents down below here. You'll see a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, Google Slides, and, Google Slides. And this is actually not a slide, but it is I'm going to rename it right now because it's a survey. And you can see how to rename documents at the same time. Okay. So I created these documents just to highlight that you can organize all of your documents together in a folder. It doesn't matter what type of document it is. It can be a doc or a spreadsheet or your slides. So it's once you have your documents, and as I pointed out in my other video, the way your Drive is organized, it has your most recent documents that you've been working in at the top of your Drive, then all of your folders, and below that, documents that have not yet been put into a folder. So if you have folders already created and your documents below are in a bit of a mess, it's very simple to put them into folders. You can just click on them and drag them into the folder. So we're going to be working in Google Apps. So I'm dragging this, I'm going to put this in Collaboration. Drag it and put it right in Collaboration. Can do the same thing with the Google Sheets document. And it's letting you know, since if I've shared this, that everything, I've accidentally put it into Google Apps. This is good because it can illustrate how I can then move it. Because I've shared my Google Apps folder with other people, anything I put in that folder will be accessible to them as well. But I'm going to put this into, I put it in there. So let's take it out and put it into Collaboration. So there you'll find Google Sheets. And this will highlight what else I was going to do. Or the next thing was moving documents into folders. So I've moved it. I can drag and drop, or you can click on the three dots here and select Move To. And when you do that, you may have to backtrack a little bit, because right now this is showing all of the documents in this particular folder. But if I hit the back arrow, I will find all of the folders that I've created, and I'm going to put it right into collaboration. And likewise, this is letting me know that by taking this document out of this folder, which is a shared folder, that everyone who has access to this file will lose access to it, this particular document that I'm moving. That was just a good opportunity to for you to see how that works. So I'm going back to my drive. So we have talked about color coding folders. We have moved documents into folders by just dragging a document from below into the folder, or taking it from another folder and selecting Move to move it. You can also drag documents from your desktop and just pull them into the folder in the same way that I did by dragging the document from below. You right click on it and drag it and hover over the document just right from your desktop. So that's super convenient. And you can also find a document in your Gmail and move it in the same way, but I covered that in creating files, so I'm not going to go over that today. But it's the same technique. The next thing is that I wanted to talk about was nesting folders. So just like we have put documents into folders, we can also put folders into folders. I will, just to illustrate that, I have here this folder on workshops and presentation, and within that I have created workshops on conversation labs, faculty workshops, peer tutor workshops. So they're all nested. You can continue to nest within as it serves your purpose. It's simple to do. So in this document, Google Apps, I noticed yesterday that I can actually create two different folders within here as the documents within this folder grow. I noticed that I have, documents that have to do with Google Drive and some documents that have to do with Google Docs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create new folders right within this folder, one for each. I'll name this one Google Docs. And you see it appears here. From here, I can decide to change the color of that document so I don't get confused between this and the next one. And then I can find my documents below that have to do with Google Docs, and I can grab them and drag them into the folder to reorganize. That one didn't seem to take. Let me see. I did. So this is just letting me know that this item will be visible to everyone who can see Google Docs. Everyone who can see Google Apps will lose access to this item unless this item is shared directly with them. So this is interesting too, even though it's nested within, because it's in a new folder, they're going to lose visibility. So I'm learning something new at the same time. All right, so this folder is nested within a folder. So what I wanted to discuss today was document and file sharing. So what you can do is right up here at the top of the screen, the name of the folder itself, Google Apps. I shared this document in my first video, and everyone with the link. So I could copy this link right from here, and I've set it so that anyone with this link has access to the folder. But I've given them, let's look at that one more time. You can control how much access they have. So I have designated it with the role of viewer. That means they can view my documents. They cannot alternate my, they cannot alter my documents at all. So you can allow them even greater access to view and comment, or to be an editor. So this way that I shared, I'm sorry, I keep going back and forth. This way that I shared was with the link that I copied. You can also share with particular people by putting in their addresses, their web addresses at BayPath, and then in the same way. So you can share with particular people. I will just start here. You can just by putting in their email address. You can put in, I'm not going to enter any names. Here it is again. I'm not going to enter anything here, or it will populate with people's names from BayPath, but you can just start typing an individual's name, and they will appear here, and then you can decide in the same way. Another screen will appear that will, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. Will let you decide how much access you want to give those individuals. If you don't want to share a whole folder with a group of people or with another person, and you just want to share a document, you can click on the three dots here and select share in the same way. Then you're only sharing this document with the people that you select from down below. And this actually shows how I have already shared this document with a number of viewers from my prior video. So in the same way, you'll need to select, it's important here to decide if it's restricted, if it's for BayPath University email addresses, or anyone with the link. And then also to select the role that you want them to have within your document. And then you select done when you're finished. So actually, those were all of the topics that I was going to cover today. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are finding the resources that you need to get organized with Google Drive. Google Drive is a wonderful tool that can help you get organized and stay organized. Have a great day.